At the end of the day, any workout that you do, it's going to come down to generating enough volume to get a stimulus. That is, you've got to send a signal to your body that says, we need muscle. We need to respond to this threat, to this stimulus, and we got to do something about it. Jigglebun says, for someone who can't do heavy weightlifting, what kind of workouts would you suggest for upper chest and arms? And he said that he has a lot of free weights in a building gym. He's like an apartment gym complex. He has a lot of those rubber elastic bands for working out with. I'm really a newbie when it comes to the whole working out thing still, because to be fair, I can never really invest any money into it because of limited funds. His lower back gets thrown out easily. He's doing some squats, standing wall push-ups, and overall a lot of stretches, ? I'm a total newbie when it comes to working out, really. Physical limitations from doing heavy lifting. He's done dumbbell lifting, wants to get his strength back. Hospitalized for more than half a year back in 2017. His body went to heck, so it's been a battle to slowly build up what's been lost. Doctors told me to avoid powerlifting, etc. Okay, so a couple of things. It sounds like you're already working with your clinicians about what you can and can't do. So I will trust that any advice I give, if it's going to fall into that category of your doctor's okayed it, because I don't know your situation. That being said, I hope that one day you can get to a place where if you would like to, you could do powerlifting. That's always a conversation with your doctors. So that's another conversation we can have too about what is going on. That being said, so the real question is, you have some issues preventing you from doing certain workouts, heavy lifting in particular. You have an apartment gym. You want to do upper chest and arms. So the good news is you can still do plenty of a workout for your upper body or even your lower body with machines, with resistance bands, doing light weights. I think heavy weightlifting is fantastic to generate more strength, which will help generate more volume, but you can still generate more volume, which would be reps and sets times weight, through doing other things like lighter weights and higher reps. So given that your body situation and you have an apartment gym, those two combined, it makes perfect sense to use bands and machines. That being said, how do you do upper chest and arms? At the end of the day, any workout that you do, it's going to come down to generating enough volume to get a stimulus. That is, you've got to send a signal to your body that says, we need muscle. We need to respond to this threat, to this stimulus, and we got to do something about it. And that is the heart of hypertrophy, which is you got to tell your body this is necessary. So we got to recover and get stronger to respond better. So with arms, general rule of thumb is somewhere between 9, 10, or 20 sets per week. So 9 to 20 sets per body part per week, where you aren't, and by the way, you should start with lower volume, especially given since you're new to this and since you have a history of some health issues. I would start at probably even 3 or 6 sets per body part and slowly consider working your way up to 9, 10 sets per week. And if you need to do more and you can recover, then do more. The main things for recovery to pay attention to are your joints hurting, you have new pains, sharp pains. Those are a bad sign. You will probably be really sore in the muscle, and usually the soreness goes away if you start warming up a little bit. If you start your chest feels really sore and you start doing some oh man, this is really painful, but you start doing some really light chest workouts and it starts to feel better, that's usually a sign it's just soreness and you're fine. That being said, arms. So you want to do arms, right? 9, 10, 12 sets as a minimum per body part per week. So biceps, 9, 12 sets. Triceps, 9 to 12 sets. In your case, give yourself a little bit of time to ramp up to 9 to 12 sets. But 9 to 12 sets for biceps per week. You can do that 3 sets of biceps 3 days a week. You do all 9 or 12 in a single day. It depends on your schedule. It depends on your preferences. It would be probably arguably better to spread it out. But again, if you don't have time for that, then I'll leave this up to you about how you divide up your volume. The important part is just get a minimum amount of volume and try to slowly increase that over time to where you're going to do increased weights or increased reps, that sort of stuff, or increased sets. So biceps, right? I don't care. I would like to, I think it's a good idea to do a combination of free weights for like arms, do a combination of free weights, like basically dumbbells. Do a combination of dumbbells, free weights, or bands or machines. So if, for example, at your apartment complex gym, you have general like curl machines and you have some free weight dumbbells, I would do 9 to 12 sets for your biceps, divide it up in a week, however you want to where you're doing a couple of sets with free weights of the curls, you're doing some sets on the machine. If you have the bands, I would also stand on the bands, like you have a band underneath you and you're doing the curls on the bands. Let me just show that really quick. So with like, these are resistance tubes, but you can do the same thing with bands. You basically find, take out the slack a little bit, you stand on it, you find the right part to where there's some tension at the bottom, and then you can do curls like this. Right? You're probably gonna be aiming for more like, reps that are high rep. So pretty lightweight, like 12 reps in a set, 20 reps in a set, somewhere around there. Okay. 9, 12 sets, some combination. I would also consider, same thing for biceps and triceps, consider doing a combination of neutral grip where you're basically like your hand, you're making a thumbs up, doing a supinated grip or palms facing up, and pronated grip or close to it. You don't have to go full pronation or full supination. Pronated grip where your palms are face down. So what I mean is, for the example of triceps, so you're doing some push downs, you could do a neutral grip, push down. You could do a supinated grip or palms facing you, push down. Do some pronated grip, push downs. Doing a combination of those where you change your grips and you change your equipment. A simple way to approach generating volume for your arms. Same thing for chest. You might be limited on what they have. Ideally, you should have, like if you have an incline bench, then you can do dumbbell incline bench press. And then if they have any kind of chest press machine, if they allow for angles, but I doubt they would have that at an apartment complex, but if they allow for angles, then you want something where you're pushing at an upward angle. If you don't have those options, the next best thing is just, you're gonna have to use bands to hit the upper chest, and that's all you got. And so you have to do dumbbell bench press, just flat dumbbell bench press, flat machine press, or flat machine chest press. And perhaps to hit a little bit upper chest, you might want to throw in some overhead pressing, some vertical shoulder stuff, which will hit a little bit of upper chest. That's kind of like, you're gonna have to make the best of what you got. And at the end of the day, don't beat yourself up because you've got limited equipment. But same thing applies. Chest, 9 to 12 sets. For the chest throughout the week, divide up however you want. He says, I went to changing my eating habit route, and now it's time to focus on working out. So all this is really helps me. 2015 is when I started going on my weight loss journey. Thank you for all the information. It means a lot. No problem, man. I hope that helps. Seriously, if you have any follow-ups, let me know. If you like the content, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Also, follow us on Twitch and leave the notifications on. Feed your brain, feed your body, and see you next time.